بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين محمد وآله الطيبين الطاهرين الحمد لله الذي جعلنا من المتمسكين بولاية سيدي مولاي علي بن أبي طالب اللهم صل على محمد وعلى محمد الحمد لله الذي هدانا لهذا وما كنا لنهتدي لولا أن هدانا الله. Amma ba'd, assalamu alaikum and welcome to Future Stars Live on Hidayat TV. I'm your host Hassan Shah, and today is what?
Ramadan.
Is?
Ramadan.
Yeah, it's obviously Ramadan, but what date of Ramadan?
The third.
Third, yeah. It's third of Ramadan, and I was right that it did actually start on the night of the 16th. Yeah, so it was good that I was right there, because I was thinking it's either night of 16th or night of the 17th, but I got it right, night of the 16th. So just before we continue, introduce yourselves.
Assalamu alaikum, my name is Misbah.
Assalamu alaikum, Malim Mohsin.
Assalamu alaikum, Malim Society.
And our topic today is just the benefits of fasting in Ramadan, and we're going to be talking about fasting as well, and also about benefits of Ramadan itself. So Misbah and Mohsin, you got surah, so Misbah, let's start Misbah with the salawat. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad wa ajil farajahum.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Inna anzalnahu fi laylatil qadr wa ma adraka ma laylatul qadr. Laylatul qadri khairum min alfi shahr. Tanazzalul malaikatu war-ruhu fiha bi'izni rabbihim min kulli amrin. Salamun hiya hatta matla'il fajr.
In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, Lo, we will reveal on the night of power. What is the night of power? The night of power is better than 1,000 months. The angel and the spirits descend there, and by the permission of their Lord with all decrees. That night is good until the rising of the dawn. Salawat.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad wa ajil farajahum. Thank you for that. And remember, whenever you are reading surah, make sure you read the translation as well, so you know the history behind it and also how you can implement it into your life. So, like we said, it was the third of Ramadan. Yeah, 2 days are gone. 2 days are gone, and who kept all of the fasted so far? So Hussein, I've kept all my fasts so far. You two, I think you've missed like.
I've missed one.
You missed one.
I missed one or two.
One. You need to keep count of these, you know. So you're lucky because you two are not balig, yeah. So you don't actually have to do it, but you're obviously practicing, and that's a really good thing. Like we mentioned last week. So what did we mention about for non-balig people? In Ramadan, what should they be doing?
They should be practicing so then they can be ready for when the time comes for them to fast.
Yeah. So they need to be prepared already. They need to know what's coming in the time of Ramadan. Yeah. With all the temptations around, because there's food right in front of you, but you're not taking it. That's a really hard thing to do. You're taking this self-control, and people at home are really lucky that they can't smell through their TVs, because when we came into the studio, yeah, the cooking program had just finished, and we could smell all the food, and it obviously makes you hungry, but you're having this self-control, and you're telling Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that it's there, but I'm still not going to do it, and I'm following you, yeah. So it really communicates something really important to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that you want to follow him. Even when you're not balig, what does it show even more to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? That even though you don't have to do it, you're still doing it for the sake to get close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
That you want to do it.
Yeah, that you want to do it, yeah. So so at the end, last week we was talking about all the points that we need to know about Ramadan, things about that, why we actually do Ramadan. Can any of you remember any of the points of why we do Ramadan? Self-control, yeah, to control ourselves.
Poor people.
To feel how poor people feel. What's the main one?
Taqwa.
Yeah, gain taqwa.
Yeah.
And then
What do you say?
that you have to do it.
Yeah, that you have to do it, obviously. Yeah, because remembering the ayah from the Quran in Surah Baqarah, second surah, yeah, when it tells us Allah has put fasting upon us, yeah, as a wajib thing, because so we can gain taqwa, we can gain righteousness, yeah, we can know wrong and right, yeah, and we can have this foresight, yeah. So when we're talking about fasting, and we've gone over those things, yeah. Now, what is the second thing to do? Benefits of fasting, yeah. So, what were those things? So there was sehri that we talked about, or suhoor, yeah. Which is what? Can you remember? Because I'm bringing some keywords.
When you wake up in the morning.
Yeah, when you wake up in the morning.
Have some
Yeah, before Fajr, yeah. And then what is iftar?
when you break your fast.
When you break your fast.
Okay.
So after that whole day, you've done that, you've resisted any temptations, and you've kept your fast. Now it's time to break your fast. What is a good way to break your fast?
Dates.
Yeah, dates and
What's that?
one other thing. Come on, think.
And there's food.
No,
Dua.
no.
Water.
Obviously, there's a dua to break your fast. Yeah, water. Yeah. So it is sunnah, yeah, that we have dates and water to break our fast, and so we do that. And then, what did we mention last week where we talked about coming to iftar? What did we mention, Mohsin?
That we only eat enough to kill the hunger.
Yeah, so you kill the hunger. Yeah, this is told by the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam that we should only eat enough that we kill the hunger and not go over the top. Because we need to remember these things. You've only got these few hours left till your next fast. You have this window to eat, and you should be eating proper things that could last you for the next fast.
Yeah, throughout the whole day.
Yeah, throughout the whole day. So when when you realize when you actually do fasting, you do it for regularly, yeah. Because now we're getting into the spin of it, where maybe the first day was kind of hard for people because now people are kind of getting used to it. It's becoming regular now because it's the third day already, yeah. It's starting to become slightly regular to people, and then they would feel when they break their fast for iftar, they have a couple of days and they're actually kind of full already. Yeah, that's a really good thing about kujur and kujur dates, yeah, because when you actually have them, it kind of relieves most of the hunger, and you realize how much of stuff that we're eating, yeah, in a day, do we actually need it? No, and it could, and loads of that other food could be used to help other people who can't afford food, that have to fast people that have to fast every day, not because it's the month for Ramadan, but because they don't have any food. Yeah. So we're going to start on the benefits of fasting. So Misbah, you've got the first thing. So can we start, Misbah, with the last salawat? Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad.
Fasting and its benefits. Fasting is an act of worship prescribed by Allah. To fast means to stay away from food and drinks as well as wrong deeds. This fast is like a living thing, has a body and a soul. To stay away from food and drinks is the body of the fast. To stay away from wrong deeds is its soul. If we are not trying hard to be better Muslims by fasting, our fast will be a body without soul. Salawat.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad wa ajil fajr. Mohsin, if you want to go on to the next thing, can we start Mohsin after the last salawat? Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad
wa ajil fajr. Imam Jafar Sadiq alayhi salam has said, your day of fast should not be like any ordinary days. When you fast, all your senses, eyes, ears, tongues, hands and feet must be with you. Here is how eyes keep your here is how eyes keep your eyes off of lawful things and use of special gift of God for good acts such as reading the Quran and du'as. Ears, keeping away from hearing unlawful gossip, lies and music. Tongues, do not tell lies or useless stories. Do not spread rumors or gossip about other people, and use the power of speech in spreading the word of Allah. Hands, do not hurt others by your actions. Instead, try to help them as far as you can. Feet, do not go towards forbidden places. Rather, go toward the places where Allah is remembered. Above all, your heart, your mind, it must be with you in your fasting, because the fast is in its real sense and will not be complete unless your thoughts and your emotions, your actions and all aspects of your life become pure and free from impurity. Salawat.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad wa ajil fajr. Thank you, Mohsin. So Mohsin there mentioned a really important hadith from Imam Jafar Sadiq alayhi salam. Which Imam is Imam Jafar Sadiq?
Yeah. 6.
Yeah, 6 Imam. Yeah. He mentioned a really important hadith. Imam Jafar Sadiq alayhi salam said that when you fast, it's not like any ordinary day. Yeah? You're not only keeping the fast of your mouth, but of your other senses as well. Your eyes, your ears, your hands, your feet. All these parts need to be part of your fast as well. And Misbah mentioned I think it was Misbah, she mentioned a really important thing, that there's two sides to the fast. Yeah? Your body fast and your soul fast. Yeah? The soul fast, no, the body fast is what?
To stay away from food and drinks.
Food and drinks. Yeah. The soul fast is what? Staying away from
wrong deeds.
Bad deeds, from sins. Yeah? So we need to know these things, that sins do play an important part in your fast for breaking your fast, sins. Yeah? We need to think about the sins that we're committing, because when you're fasting, a lot of people, they do the body thing but they don't do the soul. They will still listen to music. They will still backbite. They will still listen to people backbiting. Yeah? They would say bad things about other people. Yeah? And they would walk to places of haram, like alcohol places, so pubs and things like that. I don't know why you would even walk there, because you're fasting. But these are things that we need to think of while we're fasting. Yeah? Because there's a soul fast as well, not only your body fast. Yeah? Because the body fast, it teaches us control, doesn't it? But if we're doing sins, we aren't controlling ourselves, are we? Truly, we're only doing half of that control. So we will never, after Ramadan, we would never have full grip on our control. Yeah? But if we do these both things, we learn, slowly we will get better, and we could have this full control. Have taqwa. Yeah? So, Hussein, you've got the next thing. So I'm going to start saying off the last salawat. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad.
Fasting takes place from dawn before sunrise to dusk after sunset. Generally, fasting is a mustahab act of worship. It is especially mustahab during the month of Rajab and Shaban, but during the month of Ramadan, fasting becomes wajib. It is in this month that Muslims all over the world keep their fast salawat.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad wa ajil farajah. So, what did you say? Say that mustahab, that fasting, roza, saum, is what? It's a
Takes place from dawn.
Yeah.
Obviously, but what kind of act is it?
It's
What?
mustahab.
Yeah,
It's a
it's a mustahab act for because majority of the year is a mustahab act. Yeah, it's a thing that we use to work to gain closeness to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's an act of worship, fasting. Yeah, fasting is an act of worship towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Yeah, but there's on some days it's haram to actually fast. Do any of you know what days it's haram to fast? We're going a little bit off topic. Huh?
Is it on like someone's birthday?
If it's on my birthday.
No, I mean no. If it's on like an imam's birthday, like something.
Or could it be
Kind
when you're
of
like
nearly there,
when you're
but
sort of
Death.
no.
when you're in like sort of like a holy place.
Death could be seen on a death of an imam. It could be seen as it is haram because fasting is supposed to be a happy thing. Yeah. So obviously, Hussein mentioned a good point about the death of someone. Yeah. Mohsin.
When you're in like the shrine, when you sort of like go for Hajj, like.
What do you mean like ziyarah to places? When you say if you go to the shrine of Imam Ali alayhi salam?
Yeah.
No.
Prophet's birthday. Prophet's death.
Death could be seen, but think about really important happy occasions. So you mentioned
Eid.
about Eid. Yeah, it's haram to fast on Eid.
Why?
Eid is obviously fasting is a joyous thing, even if it's a joyous thing. Yeah, the Holy Prophet has said it is haram to fast on days of Eid. So after Ramadan, when Eid al-Fitr, when the Eid al-Fitr comes, yeah, after Ramadan, yeah, are people fasting on that day?
No.
They're not.
No.
Yeah, it's haram to fast on that day. Yeah, and also there's another day which you're not allowed to fast on. What's the first
The
month?
10th day of Muharram.
Yeah, Muharram. Yeah, that's right.
The whole Muharram. Or the 10th day.
I think it's I think it's just the 10th day. If it's not the 10th day, it's from the first 10 days. Yeah, because any sorrow thing, because obviously fasting is for joyous, for happy occasions. Yeah, so things like that we gotta know about. So that went a little bit off topic. So what were we talking about just then? Fasting being mustahab on So fasting is majority of the year is mustahab, isn't it? Yeah. So it's an act of worship, like we said, and it's wajib in Ramadan. And what else did Hussein mention there?
Sunset is sunrise or something.
Mentioning the time period of
It's
fasting.
especially mustahab during the months of Rajab and
Like we mentioned in Shaban and Rajab. Yeah, in the month of Shaban and Rajab, when we had our shows, we mentioned this, that is really important to fast in these months.
And
Yeah.
link Shaban with Ramadan.
Yeah. Misbah, you've got the next thing, so we can start Misbah with the love salawat. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad wa ajil farajahum.
There are many benefits of fasting. In this lesson, we will look at 7 of them. Number 1, fasting brings us closer to Allah. When we sacrifice our food and drink, we will obviously find ourselves in hardship. And when we go through hardship for the sake of Allah, it will naturally bring us closer to Allah. As a result, when we break our fast, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will be very pleased with us, and our du'as at that time will be accepted. Salawat.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad wa ajil farajahum. Thank you, Misbah. So so mentioning the dua, praying while fasting. Praying while fasting is a really important thing. Yeah. When we pray like salah by ourselves,
it's really important because like the deed that you do in this month gets doubled.
Yeah.
And
So on a normal day, not in Ramadan, anything, if we do salah by ourselves, the wajib salahs, we do them by ourselves. That's okay, isn't it?
yeah.
It's good. Yeah, because it's obviously wajib, we have to do it, and you've got it done. What about if you're in a jamaat?
You get more blessings.
Yeah, you get more blessings.
Yeah, you get more blessings. So you're in that individual salah, now you're in a jamaat, yeah, it's gone up. When you're in an individual salah in Ramadan, it's higher than the original one, isn't it? Yeah, so it's doubled. Yeah. When you're in a jamaat in Ramadan, it's quadruple, isn't it? Yeah. Because so this is why in Ramadan, and you feel this connection with people when you're in your jamaat, because you're next to them, you're all doing it together. You got one leader leading the salah. Yeah. So it's really it's a really good thing that Ramadan you should get most of your prayers in jamaat. Yeah, so that's a really important thing as well. And making du'as, because at this time, at any really time where you're so close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you need to take that advantage, because you don't know when you're either leaving this world, or Ramadan is going to end. Will you be on this earth for the next Ramadan, so you can claim all the all of the blessings only for this month? So you got to think about these things, and you got to take advantage. This is really important. Mohsin, you got the next thing, so I can start Mohsin after the last salawat. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad wa ajil farajahum.
2. Fasting teaches us patience. We all need food and water to survive. To deny ourselves food and water requires a lot of strength and patience. So when we fast for a whole month in Ramadan, we build up a lot of patience. As a result, the next time we are really hungry, we know food is not going to be available for the next few hours. We will know how to be patient. Similarity is the patience will trickle to the other occasions where it is required. Salawat.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad wa ajil farajahum. So another benefit of fasting is that, obviously, what was that?
That like you when cause you're fasting now, and when you have to wait a few hours for your food to be prepared, you'll know how to wait, because you've been fasting.
Yeah,
for this.
so it teaches you obviously self-control. We're saying you got the next thing, so I can start saying after love salawat. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad wa ajil farajahum.
3. Fasting helps us know how it feels to be poor. There are so many poor people in the world today who are suffering from hunger because they do not have enough money to buy food. By fasting ourselves, we will know how hard it is for these poor people. At least we can break our fast with a nice dinner they cannot. As a result, fasting encourages us to help others who are less fortunate than us.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad wa ajil farajahum. Miss B, you got the next thing, so start Miss after the last salawat. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad.
Fasting brings about thankfulness to Allah. Many times we forget all about the blessings Allah has given us. We take everything for granted. For example, in a normal day, we go through breakfast, lunch and dinner without a thought of where it came from. But by fasting, we learn the value of a thing as simple as a glass of water. This helps us to be thankful for the favors of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Salawat.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad wa ajil farajahum. So you've been talking about these benefits of fasting. Most of them are spiritual, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd like to ask you a question now. Is there any physical benefits to fasting? And
You
you
might lose weight.
might lose weight, Mohsin?
Yeah, you might be
Yes.
you have more strength or what?
More strength.
Because when you're fasting and when you're doing all these things.
Yeah. You feel like Allah is helping you, so you
Yeah.
feel like you got more strength. Yeah, that's really good. Yeah, Misbah, is there any another physical benefit? You saying?
You can't have self-control from eating fatty foods.
Yeah. So there's a lot been. I was watching a couple of things as well. I think even from this morning I was watching some things about benefits of fasting, like the physical ones. Yeah, and there was a lot of things. Scientists that actually has researched into fasting and how it's really good to, how it's really actually good to fast. Yeah, how it detoxes your body. Yeah, and how it helps your body to replenish. Yeah. So it's a really good thing, but we gotta link it back. We gotta link it back to iftari time. Yeah, because if we've done all that self-control and then at the end at iftar, yeah, we're still eating when we're full. Yeah, is that good, or you're just wasting the fast? You're just wasting the fast because you're eating more than you would have ate in that day if you wasn't fasting. In that one time, you're eating more than you would have ate in that day if you wasn't fasting. So we've got to think about these things. And Mohsin, you've got the next benefit, so we can start Mohsin off the last salawat. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad wa ajil farajahum.
5. Fasting brings us self-control. We already mentioned how fasting will bring us about patience through hunger. For example, if we are fasting, we will not give in to our desire to eat no matter how hungry we are. But fasting will also bring us self-control in other things. For example, the next time we feel angry at someone, we will be able to stop ourselves and act in a positive way. This self-control will help us stay away from other disliked deeds as well. Salawat.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad wa ajil farajahum. So thank you for that, Mohsin. Another benefit, Mohsin, that you said was it allows you to have this self-control. Yeah, not only in the act with your food, not only even in the sins, but in your emotions as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you are angry, you can slowly calm yourself down. Yeah. So saying you got the next thing, so can start saying after the last salawat. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad wa ajil farajahum.
6. Fasting breaks our pride. No matter how much wealth we have or how high our position is in life, every Muslim has to fast in the month of Ramadan. In this way, all the Muslims around the world are at an equal footing. Fasting may also make us realize we are fortunate that Allah made us among the people that can afford food. We can just as easily have been born in poverty-stricken areas of the world. Salawat.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad wa ajil farajahum. So I think we're gonna end it with Misbah's last benefit. So come start Misbah the last salawat. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad wa ajil farajahum.
Fasting is good for the health. Let us think of our stomachs as a machine that works non-stop. We have 3 meals each day, breakfast, lunch and dinner, and in between we have snacks. Now if we fast, then at least our stomachs will get some rest. Fasting is also good because it gets rid of bad habits such as smoking. If practiced properly, fasting can lead to better health. Let us pray to Allah to bless us all during the holy month of Ramadan. May He accept our fast, our prayers and our good deeds. May He forgive us for our wrongdoings and guide us in our lives. Salawat.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad wa ajil fajr. So thank you. So we mentioned now the benefits of fasting. We mentioned the physical ones and we mentioned the spiritual ones. Yeah? And we need to use this month because this is going to be the end of I believe it's going to be the end of our fasting topic, and we're going to be moving on to some more historical events in some of the other weeks that we're in Ramadan as well. And we could have some important shows as well, talking about the things that had happened in this month, mentioning really important things, So I hope you have all learned something today. Hope people have learned a lot today as well, and hope you now understand. A lot of people who maybe don't know why Muslim fast now understand that why we actually fast and what are the actual benefits of it, and how we should use this month to get closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And when we're at this point that because in this month we're really close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we should use this closeness to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala then to make du'as to Him, because then the closer we are to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the more likely our du'as would be accepted. So this is a month of du'as, supplications, and ibadat to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And I hope you all at home are keeping up with your fast. Hope you have a lovely iftar tonight. So we'll see you next week, same time, same place on Hidayat TV. But until then, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.